The month of May is a weird and wild one for teachers and students. I'm a teacher, by the way. As teachers, we have almost completed the marathon. The initial excitement, the anticipation, or sometimes trepidation that comes with teaching a new class or meeting new students, this is the early fall. The first few months pass and the routine of grading, discipline, meetings, and long days have set in, and you find yourself daydreaming of Thanksgiving and winter break. One of the toughest slogs is January until spring break. All the newness is worn away, the days are cold, the nights are long, and everyone in the building is a little stir-crazy, or a lot stir-crazy. Then spring, the return of the sun, the promise of summer around the corner, they begin to creep into your mind. I'm not a counter down of days. I don't like to become too enamored with the great escape from work. I don't get too high, don't get too low. Keeping an even keel, that's the way to operate, I think. And that brings us back to May, this month. By the time May rolls around, my advanced kids have finished taking their AP tests, and we're in a sort of fun, chill-out mode. It's much more informal. The seniors are completing their finals, returning books, getting their checkout sheets signed off on, and they're so ready to leave. The culmination of senioritis. They begin to hand out grad party invitations, and the big date for graduation is on everyone's mind. Graduation has all these strange trappings: caps, gowns, tassels, cords, all the pomp and circumstance. It's kind of weird, I think. I think the whole school year conjures tradition, culminating in the biggest ceremony of graduation. Personally, I never liked graduation ceremonies. I'm certain I enjoyed my own, but even at the time, I remember thinking, this takes way, way too much time. But the last couple of years have sort of changed my mind. Last year, my youngest daughter graduated, and a group of senior girls that I'd coached for almost 5 years. I worked at this ceremony. Teachers are assigned to be sort of ushers about every other year. I guess the union couldn't get us out of that. I remember walking down to the basement of the NAP Center and talking with the kids. They're all lined up alphabetically. They're starting to, laugh with their friends and checking their hair out, having a really good time. I loved it. It was really nice to share this excitement with them, to see them all dressed up and preparing to walk across the stage. It was a tradition I was definitely grateful for, a time and a space that I was enjoying and treasuring. Annie Dillard points out in her book, Pilgrim at Tinker Creek, that our world is one of chaos. I'm going to read a brief excerpt from that. She says, "Nature is above all profligate. Don't believe them when they tell you how economical and thrifty nature is, whose leaves return to the soil. Wouldn't it be cheaper to leave them on the tree in the first place? This deciduous business alone is a radical scheme, the brainchild of a deranged manic depressive with limitless capital. Extravagance. Nature will try anything once." Part of me, maybe part of all of us, sort of enjoys the rush of a tornado siren or a sled careening down a snowy hill, totally out of control. That's how I am anyway. I like some chaos, but I find I like an anchor too. I don't want to live adrift at all times. Especially in our most intimate and loving relationships, how comforting is it to be calm? To be in the moment and enjoying knowing what happens next. As this school year comes to a close, being present is my goal. The month of May is a little crazy, but those who have preceded us have carved out some time. There are moments that have been set aside for us to be together, to reflect, and to remember. There's plenty of time to go careening into the world later on, but for now, we can be together here, anchored in this moment.